Yo, what's good, everybody? JP here checking in, man. Respect my region. We're here on another episode of the RMR Podcast. I'm your host, Joey J. Ping, and today we've got a very special guest that we're going to be bringing on to the show. Goes by the name of Gary Narwhal. He's one of the family members, part of the ownership team over at Diamond Green Rec, and so we're going to bring him on. Shout out to Gary and the Diamond Green fam. We're about to go live. Let's get it. Invite coming your way, Gary. Let's go. Right.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, my man? How are you?
Doing very well. How are you?
Man, it's good to see you, bro. Alive in the flesh.
Yes, sir.
Looking clean, looking fresh. I was going to grab my headphones real quick.
Yep.
I got this fan on in the house and it's too loud.
I know I lost my AirPods, so I'm back on.
Bro, I just lost
the
my
dinosaur
AirPods
age.
last week. So now I'm on these skull candies looking like a goober.
Bring back the skull candies.
Bro. How's the day treating you?
Amazing, man. It's beautiful. Getting some work done. So.
I love it. Well, man, bro, I appreciate you being on the guest as a guest today. This is our usual show that we do to support our cannabis retail partners. And so for those of you that are watching, this interview with Gary and Diamond Green Recreational in Tacoma is powered by RMR's Legacy Smalls Flower, man, now available in California and Washington, and specifically in Tacoma at Diamond Green. Gary, bro, you go all the way back with this, bro, to 2017. I tell this story not all the time, as often as I used to, but I tell it at least a couple of times a year about the first time I ever started doing sales calls. And you're like the third phone call. We're just calling through shops in Tacoma. You answer the phone and they're like, yeah, bro, I'm down. I need some blogs. Let's get it. I'm with it. I heard it. Respect my region. And our life has never been the same. And I tell that to people because I get to live this dream of cannabis and traveling, making content. I never thought I'd be doing this. And you, Gary, are one of the people that unleashed us, the mindset. You validated us. And so I have to just say first, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm happy I could help and, help add to the value that you guys brought. But it wasn't just like, oh, me doing shit. Y'all brought a lot of value to us. So that was, we're thankful on our end.
To this day, it really means a lot. You let us experiment, practice, and prove ourselves.
Yep.
And when you think about retail, when you think about cannabis, there is a lot of margin for error, but it's very unforgiving, right? Because of the taxes, right? Because of how difficult it is to be in this game. And so I wanted to highlight on this interview, I wanted to talk a little bit about your history with cannabis. I know we've talked in the past a little bit about stigma, about internet postings and things like that. And so I'd like to just learn a little bit about who you are as a person, your family, and what got you guys into the Diamond Green recreational cannabis business.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, my parents, immigrants from India, came up here and, did the whole gas station thing and just trying to, grind and hustle and see what opportunities were here to make it. And essentially, they applied for the license. My father applied for the license during the whole lottery system in 2012 and was, one of the chosen in Tacoma. And so went on to open a dispensary, go through all the hurdles and headaches of trying to figure that out originally in the beginning. Got that set. And then, ever since then, it's just been going well, just trying to understand the industry, seeing what people want, what's changing, how everything's changing. Going from $60, $70 eights in the beginning to the, $20, $15 eights now.
Yeah, those 2015 was crazy. Yeah. Remember that? Like, bro.
A lot of times.
Then they literally rewrote the laws, right? They literally, like, everyone was complaining. There was no money being made in the beginning for that first, I think it was 4 months maybe, right? And then they switched it. It was wild. I remember living in Burien in Normandy Park area. I'm from Kenton, Renton, and so I was in that general South End area, and just seeing how many medical dispensaries there were back then, and now to see where we've come. You guys have really stood the test of time. There have come a lot of shops have come and gone. You guys have had shops around you bought and sold, some big
Yeah.
name brands, some multi-state operators, and you guys are still plugging along, man. What do you feel for Diamond Green? What do you feel really sets you guys apart? What makes y'all special? Why do people that live around you, why do they keep coming back to you guys?
I think we just have this like very friendly environment. It's not all about just like a customer is a sale to us. You know, a customer is there's somebody that comes in and shows us love, and we know these people. You know, they're repeat customers. We know these people. We know what they want. We know them by name, and it's kind of like a homey feel when you come in and shop with us. You know, we've been here since the beginning of the legalization in the industry here,
Yeah.
recreational, and so like we've been around these people for a while. We're in the neighborhood essentially of all of our customers, and so people coming from like Gig Harbor coming to us. You know, people coming from around the street, around the corner. Everybody's, hey, I just live up the street, and so it's nice to just have that. Like these are our neighbors.
Yeah.
Thing.
Does you and the family, do y'all live in that area? Is that like, are y'all part of that community?
Yeah. We live not too far, and so.
I hope y'all hear that, man. Locally owned, locally operated.
Yeah.
We're not. And you're there. You are there, running the show.
Yeah.
You are
I'm there.
GM. You are one of the family owned, and you're also the buyer, the curator. Can you elaborate or shed light on how you go about curating your menu? What is it that you're trying to get to these customers, to get to the local people around you?
Yeah, essentially, first we're going to go with price. And so that's what, that's how majority of people make their decision is what can they afford. And then from there, we're going off of like, all right, let's see what falls in this price point, what company is just solid. And a lot of the like lower end companies we just worked with for a while, let's say like Narrows.
Yeah.
We worked with them for so long, and they got these $20 eighths and they're local to Tacoma, and they've just been killing it for us, and the product's good. And so first we'll go off a price. Yeah.
So that group, you said Narrows, you've been working with them for a long time. Are they, what kinds of products do they make? What do you
flour
from those guys?
Flour, definitely flour. And so we got like $20 eighths from them, $40 quarters from them, solid stuff, joints, and they do wax as well, but wax is a little slower for us on their stuff. But it's just like local Tacoma companies we've been rocking with, even like Lifted, they're right around the corner from us too. And so the biggest thing
they've been really booming it the last 2 years. I left in 2019, brother, and to see them being one of 3 groups up there doing $70 eighths, $60+ eighths, and the quality is what I'm told is it's actually
killer.
There, right?
Yeah, they're good, man. They're solid. They're solid people, solid growers.
So. I love it. I love to hear it. I took a tour of their grow in 2017 and maybe 2018 before I moved, and was really impressed, bro. Like a lot of these Washington growers, a lot of these Washington cannabis companies get slept on in the national cannabis scene, and it's mainly because the way and I'm sure you're well aware of this. Money to be in cannabis in Washington, your money has to come from business in Washington. It can't be from some company you started in Canada. It can't be from it can't be. There's not a single cent can come from another state, right? It has to all be there. And it's the Liquor and Cannabis Board, correct? Still, LCB. The LCB has very much overstepped a lot of their enforcement over the years in terms of being aggressive, being threatening, being we'll call it hyper proactive on trying to keep the industry in a box, right?
Yeah,
keep it in a safe box.
They definitely. They've come around in the sense where they're not as like fine oriented, so they say. So they want to add more like education instead of trying to find people, which is nice. But I think they're also definitely overstepping what they should. It's like, we are a business, and we know what's better for us as a business that is hands-on with our business every day, rather than you as the enforcement that has. First of all, y'all don't smoke any weed. Y'all don't even know. You're not allowed to smoke cannabis or partake in it. And Second of all, you don't know how the business operates, and you don't put in the effort to figure it out. You just go off of these written rules that, on paper they sound great, but when you apply them to people and businesses, it's not the same.
Yeah, the workflow isn't
Yeah,
necessarily conducive to the flow of those
yeah,
rules. And there's a good comment here from Glen Rose Media. Cross-state brands haven't been successful except cookies. And the rumor is that cookies hasn't really been successful there either,
no,
right?
I don't think so. The thing with Washington is like it's hard to sell products that's in closed bags because we don't have the luxury of smelling our stuff or looking at the product before we
Because
purchase it.
no one does it anymore,
Yeah,
right? That culture, it just dried itself out, if you
yeah,
will. Yeah,
yeah,
which is
and
super interesting. Can I ask, I go, brother, there's 30 plus states legalized since the
yeah,
last time you and I physically dapped each other up, bro.
yeah.
30
It's
states.
yeah,
History has been changed,
yeah,
right? And now you think about, you know, what these brands are doing nationwide, the different rules that are all over the place. You've got states like New York with farmers markets,
mm-hmm,
brands. So they were like, okay, we can't get enough retail out fast enough. So we're going to rewrite the laws real quick, and we're going to approve farmers markets to help get this oversupply out to the people.
that's
Do you
nice.
remember the first 4 years of October in Washington and how the oversupply?
Yeah, yeah,
And now
October.
all those brands that were just dumping flour back then, they've already ran to Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
They're running to New York, and then they're in these other states because it's just the rules aren't conducive to success in
Yeah,
Washington. You
it
really
isn't. I
have
mean,
to.
if you're already in, it works, but it's hard for growers too. It makes it hard for the growers to make a lot of money in this industry. And so, but then again, it's just like the taxes add so much overhead. The consumer pays the 47% here in Tacoma, but but we're still selling a gram for $8, $10, so it's
Now,
nothing.
let's do a what if
Yeah,
scenario here. I'm freestyling because the weed's hitting me. I'm getting high.
yeah. Let's do it.
What if, just like these other states, like in California, there's
Yeah,
a 47% tax here. There's all the tax. Like, I won't say bar for bar like the rappers, but like bar for bar, the legislation here, it varies from county and city to city. The taxes go up and down. West Hollywood is different than here or wherever. And so, but here you go in a dispensary, you see the quarter available on the shelf.
yeah,
Here it's usually you guys do a 3 to a 4x markup across the board. So if I sell you a $15 quarter, which is what we sell URV for,
mm-hmm,
that's a $45 quarter typically.
yeah,
Um, Depends on your margins, depends on your taxes, depends on your business model. Some companies pay for health insurance for their staff, and so they charge more in their margins to take care of their
yeah.
employees, right? It's like we're seeing that in restaurants, right? We're seeing that in some cannabis companies. And so hypothetically, what would happen if you were to display cheaper pricing and not include the tax until they got to the customer? Because in Cali, you grab the eighth off the shelf, they ring it up, tax is put on at the end, right?
If that was done originally in the beginning of when it started legalizing and we didn't have the whole inclusive, but if you switched it up right now, it would not go well for people.
The
I think
price shock.
everybody would, yeah, price shock, exactly. And so I don't think people really understand because like when they go in, they're buying an eighth, they're buying $20. I'm spending $20 on this eighth, taxes included, right? But if you're going and now you're spending, $14 on that same eighth, and then it comes out to 20 at the end. It's like I thought this was a $14 eighth.
Yeah.
It'd be a price shock. It'd be a big change for everybody. But I mean,
In Washington and
I
from
think,
Washington, but in these other states coming there, that's what we experience already. So
yeah, that's
isn't that
true.
interesting? So I always say, in Washington or in Cali, in Oregon, if you guys are in a tourist
Yeah,
market, you've got to be prepared for all the types of customers.
yeah,
You've got to be prepared for the person from Colorado, for Oregon. Now, we are seeing less tourism across the board. We're seeing less travel overall everywhere due to the economy, inflation. think COVID is spiking again or something.
Yeah.
All of the things. And so with that said, what products, what brands keep people coming into your shop? What are the most popular products? When someone is like, you know, you is that burger spot still in your parking lot?
Yep.
Fire. Someone walks out of that burger spot, they're sitting on their trunk, they're eating their food, they got their fries. You walk outside, it's a great day, it's beautiful, and you're just being friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, yo, have you ever been in our shop? And they're like, nah, what do y'all do? Oh, we do weed. They go in. What are you recommending to a first-time person? What are you recommending to somebody when they come in your crib?
It depends on the customer's desires. Honestly, I mean, if you want to smoke something, you know, we'll start you off maybe with a joint, because the first-time consumer, they might not have anything to smoke stuff out of. They may not know how to roll a joint. And so, you know, hey, you want to smoke something, we'll start you off this way. Or, you know, a really good, like House of Cultivars, their stuff's solid. We got lifted joints.
Yeah,
You know, people love those. Their sugar sticks are fire.
What are some of the strains that you're seeing right now from these guys?
From lifted?
From the best, from your top at the top.
I mean, even like Canna Gold stuff, they're like ice cream cake. That shit goes over so well, and it looks real solid. So,
are you still smoking these days?
Yeah, I'm still smoking. And so, you know, I smoke a lot of their like Pioneer stuff. I've been rocking with their stuff for a little bit now.
Damn, Pioneer's still around?
Yeah. Wow. They're doing well. They're doing good. Sacred, I like their stuff.
Sacred Gardens?
Mm-hmm.
Cedar Gardens?
Sacred. Sacred Cannabis.
Sacred Cannabis? Oh, so not even the same. Sacred Cannabis, a whole different.
Sacred Cannabis, yeah.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I mean, it just depends on how the customer feels. You know, we don't want to start them off too strong with something crazy if they're not into it.
Yeah.
But it all varies in that aspect.
So do you guys still have that little smoke shop part of your shop?
It's the glass shop is inside. It's inside this shop now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it out there on the side, but it's all inside now. It makes it a little bit easier for workflow.
Have you been dabbling with any of the fun little technology pieces? Because there wasn't Puffcos when we first met, bro. There was just packs back then.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember getting one of those from
E-nails, the mini nail, that mini, because they're from Seattle and shit. But like that, it was packs and mini nail at everything in 2017 and 16.
Yeah, the Puffcos are cool. I mean, I don't know if people are fucking with them as heavy as when they came out, but you know, we had a huge influx of people asking for them.
Yeah.
And so I've hit them before. They're pretty cool.
Have you noticed an increase in like dabbing culture, or would you say it's a lot of the same heads?
I think I can only speak for my consumers in my store.
Of course.
And so I think it's about the same, if not a little bit less. What's really surprising is how much more edibles people are consuming from us.
Interesting.
And so, you know, edibles was always like almost close to the bottom of consumption product-wise. And so it's always flower,
for your
joints.
Shop, it was at the bottom of your category?
Not like, I don't want to say like the bottom, but just in layers, I would say like flower was first, joints, vape carts, and then edibles, and then dabs. But, you know, edibles are coming up. It's just more, it's still probably in the same layer, but it's just a lot more consumption, I would say.
Do you think, now I know Tacoma's changed a lot in the last few years as well. There's been a lot of growth. It's been listed as one of America's most popular cities to move to live in, expanding, a lot of great press. A lot of growth. Can you walk me through what you're seeing just being a Tacoma local and what it's like being there and experiencing this growth?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of traffic. But it's
starting.
It's starting. I mean, the apartment complexes, condos going up in all these places, and you know, people are moving in. But it's still nice. It's not like crazy. It's not wild like Seattle.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I don't think the homelessness it's a problem. It's like, you know, it sucks that people are out here struggling like they are. But it's not terrible like you see in Seattle.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, it's a big metro community. It's growing. You know, you're gonna get a lot of this, and so.
Well, that's good. I mean, growth for the city is huge because ultimately we need to see more revenue going back to the schools, the teachers, the
Sure,
infrastructure, right? The
yeah.
cannabis taxation goes to a variety of different things as well. And so if people are finding a way to prosper, that's going to be good for the local businesses, and so that's important.
Yeah.
And congratulations to the city of Tacoma for figuring out how to do do more things right seemingly than Seattle right now. Seattle is seemingly suffocating itself
Yeah,
in its own way.
it's unfortunate. I mean, it's, you know, a lot of power hungry people in positions that aren't doing much for their people,
Yeah.
and so it's unfortunate. But
Now, Gary,
thankfully,
I
we
usually,
got that going well for us so far. Um,
yeah,
but
to,
as you know, economy's kind of struggling in a sense where prices are high everywhere. You know, we've noticed a hit in sales, and I think everybody has. Just you know, gas prices are high, grocery prices are high, and it's kind of a struggle on the retail side and probably on the wholesale side. And yeah, it's part of it, but you know, as we work through the economy, you know, there's always that downturn as we
yeah,
rise back up, you know, we'll still be here.
that
So
the consistency that you guys have demonstrated over the years, just being there, not a lot of big changes. You guys did expand to another location for a moment.
yeah,
The just the I mean again the ebbs and flows of this cannabis industry. I think you guys are proof of what it can take to survive. You know, there, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of cannabis brands, cannabis companies, this overall perception from the industry that Washington is impenetrable,
yeah,
that it's impossible to come from another state and be really truly successful there or great there. That it's, you know, like Wild and Select in Oregon and Buddy's brand in Oregon. You know, they were able to go into California and go into these other states and really do well. Buddy's brand not so maybe not so much in Washington from what I've been told.
yeah. I
But
mean,
definitely.
we have them in our shop. We, you know, they've gone in and out from us, and so they're back.
Well, I just mean just this, you know, it's this ebb and flow of numbers, right? Like
Yeah.
We saw Select pull out of California altogether, right? And
Mm,
so you talk about how much of a struggle it is to be in this industry, and we watched the number one company in Oregon, which was Buddy's, go up and down. We've watched Wild just continue to dominate across the country.
yeah.
We watched Select pull out of states. Truly just pulled out of more stuff. Like there's just there's a lot of commotion, and so I think you
How's
guys are
Stizzy doing?
definitely
How's Stizzy doing down there? Because they were here and they left.
Stizzy. I haven't heard about what's going on in Washington,
They left Washington.
but I know here in California they're at 30 locations, you know, for
Okay.
retail. They have 30 stores like
Yeah.
open.
I
Um,
remember I was talking to one of the reps and he was telling me that just the laws are too difficult to coordinate with, and so they just pulled out of Washington altogether.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been told that they were been there operating twice, but you know, for where they are today, I mean, if anybody in the comments has seen them at a shop recently, I guess that would be good to know. But my understanding is that they're not. I mean, there have been some successes, right? We are seeing
Yeah,
Wild winning. We are seeing Mike Tyson's brand winning in multiple states.
yeah,
We Buddy's brand does still exist, and they are in accounts. You're saying that you have them now. I just went to an event with them and relinked with their team the other day. Like these brands are just trying to survive, and
hmm
I think just wanted to give love and respect to you guys because you guys, you know, all the way dating back to when y'all first started, you know, still here, still doing it, family owned, family operated, whether it's expansion or compression or just surviving. You guys are proof that it can be done. Y'all can, again, you and the family can have whatever story you guys have and can make it, you know? And I think
yeah,
that is inspiring to other people. I told you early on that one of my goals one day is eventually to have an RMR store somewhere,
yeah,
clothes, all of that. I don't know if that's still realistic or not, but eventually, you know, delivery will open up nationwide. Eventually, it'll be significantly easier to just connect and move and shake how we are used to moving. And I'm
yeah.
excited
I
for
mean,
those days.
I think as long as it allows for commerce, online commerce. You know, I mean, anything's possible, and so
Let's
you'll
actually
never
talk
need
about that for a
you'll
second.
never
Let's
need a
talk about
physical store.
online commerce for a moment. Let's
Yeah.
pivot for a brief minute. You know I love marketing. You know I love that background. Let's give the people some tidbits. What have you done digital marketing wise to succeed there in Tacoma?
Yeah, we were working with y'all about a while, doing all the blogs and doing that. But a
That's a
lot of
slow burn. That's a slow burn.
yeah, and a lot of that is just like it's what we can do. It's like social. Social is kind of difficult because I mean, recently we just had our page shut down, and so we have to restart the page, and you lose all your followers that they're keep in touch. A lot of our connections is Facebook, and just working and posting on there and just communicating with our customers through Facebook posts. So
Yeah.
that's real solid for us. But just having the website and doing online, promoting it that way, being connected with Leafly, being connected with Weedmaps, that's essentially like the biggest way it goes. But honestly, it's just social. It's hard to do social when the social platforms don't allow much for
Yeah.
cannabis. But
Did you
it's depend.
expand into Twitter or X or Threads? Have you expanded the brand into those areas?
That's when I was gonna sign up with Threads and then shut my account down, and so I was in the whole trying to
Wow.
figure out what just happened as I was trying to connect to Threads. It got shut down,
Damn.
and so I was confused, but I was like, maybe they just don't want this. So I don't know, but no, I haven't gone into Threads. Twitter's always been there for us. We're always kind of just like a copy paste post
Yeah.
type of thing. But Twitter's different now, so maybe it's an option to get back into. And
Each of
so
the platforms definitely, drinks their form of haterade. I'll talk with you offline about the specifics on each of them and the current state of them now. Not really surprised to hear about the Instagram situation.
yeah,
I know your brand and your consistency does extend into what you post as well.
yeah,
And that's always been an issue since we've known each other is just deletion.
yeah. I mean, we dealt with it together that one
Yeah.
year. Yeah,
We've lost account since then. Luckily, you see our channel now and what we post and how different it is.
yeah.
I think we might have to start a Tacoma submissions post. Just shout out to the Seattle submissions.
What's your insight as to the best options for cannabis on social now? I mean, you guys have been doing this for a
Bro,
while.
so like your profile on your homepage, like on your Instagram page, says
Yeah.
exactly what you are, right?
Yeah.
Like damn near you could take that information and put that in a billboard, right? So that's all you need, bro. I truly believe that if and this is what sucks because I know it's you running the shit, but it's
Yeah.
I truly believe in the engagement method. Like 30 comments a day times 30 days, that's 300. That's 300 people. Right?
Okay.
I truly believe that just commenting on all the restaurants and the classic local engagement. What we found is that is the safest way to just grow your stuff.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even playing. Hire an overseas person to do your engagement for you and give them specific instructions as to what to do engagement-wise, and that will boom your profile, like for real. Just say, list all, and this goes to every dispensary that watches this in Tacoma, Seattle, nationwide. This is free game. I say this, I preach this. Give them 25 accounts of all your competitors.
Yeah.
Give them 25 account or 10 accounts of all your immediate competitors. And then I want your 10 brands, 10 Instagram accounts run by brands that you carry. And the person that you're going to have go do the engagement, their whole job is going through all of those comments and posts and, and engaging, writing something impactful, sending, posting likes, comments. And I don't believe you truly need to post anything. I think you could post 6 things, call it a day. Use it as a landing page because at this point, that's what it's good for when you're already a high-risk profile.
Yeah.
And also in a high-risk industry. I also believe that your IP address on your phone, I think it's also getting flagged.
Yeah.
And so I personally have bought a new phone before after losing an account and noticed a separation of the issue.
Uh-huh.
And so um, you could be getting your IP flagged as well as your account have multiple strikes against it. And it does come down to the fact that you are simply just posting stuff you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
And that's where, you know, I would get better at just put up, um, you know, those ugly ass Instagram accounts that do 6 tiles, like
Yeah.
15 tiles and stuff. Bro, you could literally just make a dope tile thing using Canva like that
Yeah.
and just do your green, like a dark vibrant green, widen your other third color or whatever, and kind of just write something across it that makes sense. And then I would just leave it like that.
Yeah.
You know, and then I would just do the engagement. I would do that for a while on this new account before posting something.
Okay.
But then the other opportunity is this. If you do want to post things, I would post local news and virals, like news for Tacoma. Like I wouldn't post updates about your stuff. I would post news for Tacoma. Like I
Okay.
said, a little Tacoma submissions page. I
Yeah.
really like. It's entertaining. It keeps people informed around you locally, right? Construction projects, growth, news. You don't necessarily want to share robberies and
Yeah.
break-ins and stuff, but like I definitely would throw one of those in there if it's like your actual block, you know.
Yeah.
Floodings, cute stuff with animals. Like I would just treat it like, you know, it's one of these news Instagram aggregators for your local area. And then I would just have people go right to your account, your homepage, and it's just very clear what you do. And then go live with people like this. Go live with your set up these Instagram, you know, these kinds of things with your brand, with Lifted, and lean on them. You've spent a lot of money with these companies. You can definitely go live with them and have a conversation like this. We're not breaking the rules right now. Every time I
Sure.
go like this, maybe, but this is a cigarette. No, I'm just kidding. This is a cigarette.
I got
I
you. I
would
got
never.
you.
I would never. But yeah, dude, like I said, I'm happy to talk more offline to help you guys. Always have.
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate you, bro. I got mad love for you and the family for always being down to rock with us. Before we get on out of here, I want to hit you with a real hot take section. We're gonna ask you. I think I got five that I wrote down. Yeah. Okay. I know I know you're a sports fan. I know you're a weed guy. I know you listen to music, and I know you eat food. So I'm trying to hear, like, in Tacoma right now, whose food is smacking.
Whose food is smacking?
Yeah, who's got the fire? Who's got the fire in Tacoma
Ooh.
restaurant wise?
What did I just eat yesterday? You know, I smoke a lot of weed too, so I'll be forgetting where the fuck I just been. Um,
Sacred weed and shit.
hold on. Oh, Red Star Tacos I just had. I don't know if you've
Red
been
Star
there.
Tacos.
Red Star Taco, their little spot here in Tacoma. Great margaritas and great tacos too.
Okay.
There's another taco shop up the street from here. Um, fuck, I forgot the name.
What
They're solid. I
what
mean,
what road is it
I'm
on?
big.
Where's it at?
It's on 26th and Alder. Yeah,
Boom. Taco spot. 26 and older.
it's on Alder. I'm not sure if the cross street is actually it's 29th or 29th to 26th on
Mm-hmm.
Alder. But man, they got some fire tacos. But that's me.
This man's got
I'm
tacos on
a
the brain right now.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Mexican food junkie, and so
I'm with you, bro. I
yeah,
Taco Tuesday this week for me was down in Long Beach. I actually went to two different places. It was hilarious.
yeah. And so I mean, I like tequila too. So I'll be going
Oh,
down
okay.
to Matador here in Tacoma. They got some solid drinks. I mean, they got
Man,
some good food too. But
I'm
they're
already knowing all about Matador. I
yeah,
love that spot. That was my whole favorite
yeah.
restaurant. Period.
It's a great vibe down there, and it's good drinks for sure. Especially on I think it's Tuesdays. They do the half off of Top Shelf, and so it's like good deals
Man,
too. But
There we go. Okay, Matador Top Shelf Tuesdays. Also, make sure you stop in at Diamond Green for their Top Shelf Tuesdays.
yeah, for real. I'm flipping out too. Shit, and Sushi Steakhouse, the Mandolin Sushi Steakhouse right across the street from us.
Okay.
You
You hit
know,
us
if you
with.
need some hibachi, that's the place to go.
Okay, list them all in order. Who's the starting five right there in Tacoma? List them real quick.
All
We
right,
need it for the clip.
all right, we'll do Mandolin Sushi Steakhouse, Flipping Out Burgers, um,
Red Star.
the Red Star Taco, the taco spot up on 29th and Alder. Forgot their name.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if you want drinks, Matador's a good spot. Yeah.
Starting five and a 6 for Matador. Shout out to the fire spots in Tacoma. Okay, fire. Now, what's your favorite sport and who's your team?
See, I'm a martial arts guy.
That's okay.
So,
Who's your then you
I'm
got
gonna
you like
say,
you like fighters?
Yeah, I
You
like
got-
fighters.
Who's your fighters?
I'm gonna say Seahawks and Mariners just because that's the home team, and
Okay.
so we're just gonna rock with them forever.
Who are the most exciting fighters that you watch? Who gets you most excited in the MMA right now?
Israel Adesanya for sure.
Fact.
Is always a hype to watch him. I think Sean O'Malley's fighting this weekend, so that's a good one. Alexander Volkanovski's fire.
Yeah.
Yair Rodriguez, I love his style of fighting. He just fought Volk on the last card, and I mean, I just love this guy's energy. Is Conor McGregor.
Still, I feel you. He be doing some bonehead shit, but he's Conor McGregor at this point.
He's just
so
funny.
He can do what he's gonna do.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I mean, he's brought the UFC up in a way, but I mean, there's plenty of fighters I'm forgetting that I fuck with, but
All right, bro. We gonna end the questions part of this interview, the hot takes, with this final one. You ready? Yeah. Starting five, top 5 strains to try before people die.
Ooh,
I know.
Purple Punch for sure. That's my top. I love Purple Punch. The GM Dough from Sacred, real solid. I see Creme Brulee. I think Lifted got that. We'll have to go with Runts Glue from RMR.
Yeah, came through with the plug.
Yeah. And then I see the Santa Cruz Blue Dream from Cedar Creek is fire too. I'm a fan of that one.
People don't know Blue Dream came from Santa Cruz.
Yes, sir.
Shout out that they got a cut. That's very cool. Yeah, bro. Those are great options. Definitely surprised to see Creme Brulee and Purple Punch on there. But you and OG, so you've had the full offering of every kind of strain for the most part, especially being next to Lifted. They're very much a curator of California, Bay Area genetics, popular genetics across the world. I know they've had Compound and Exotic Mock. I know they've run Sea Junkie. I know they've run all kinds of the best of the best. And Cultivar as well. They've run a bunch of different stuff out and on their own breeding. In terms of like some upcoming news for the people at Diamond Green, what do you guys have coming up?
We just doing business as usual. We always got great sales. Every week we got something solid going on. But yeah, keep an eye on our socials, keep an eye on our website, and we just got solid stuff going on. Sorry about the dog barking over there. Every Friday we got some solid. We got a new vendor coming in, doing a sale on their stuff, and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Fire. We gonna have to
we're excited. We're excited where this industry's going. I mean, we've been in it for what now, 10 years, maybe 12 years, or no, 8 years. 8 years.
2015 to now, I think, right?
Yeah, 14, 15. Yep.
14.
Yeah. And so.
Well, Bill, big respect and love to you guys and the fam. I very much appreciate you rocking with us from the before the beginning to now, bro. It's an honor to be a friend of yours. It's an honor to call you my friend. It's an honor to call you a retail partner of ours.
Yes, sir.
To go around the country and share our story together and where we've come to now. Thank you. So
yeah, no, I appreciate you, and I love watching where you guys are going. Starting to. I remember y'all talking about always wanting to have some strains and some flower under your name, and you know, spoken into existence. So that's beautiful to see, and I'm happy for y'all where your growth is going too.
Washington, make sure you guys stay tuned. We do have 8.5 ounce coming. For now, you'll just have to stay with the 7 grams there. We have some new flower hitting the menu very soon, so stay tuned. And again, y'all, this episode was powered by RMR, Respect My Region Legacy Smalls. It's our co presenting sponsor, powered by everything for the episode today is Diamond Green
Let's go,
Recreational
baby.
Land, Tacoma. Make sure y'all tap in.
Yeah.
What's the Addy, bro? Where can people pull up?
Yes, sir. It's in Tacoma, so 4002 South 12th Street, Tacoma, Washington. You can find it on diamondgreentacoma.com, and then Instagram is Diamond
Leafly,
Green Rec.
Weedmaps,
Yep.
search it on Google, ask
Yep.
Siri, use
Yep.
the voice thing to search it on your maps. If you got an iPhone, you can type it in with your motherfucking 2 thumbs and fingers.
Yes, sir.
Search it. Go. Ask for RMR. Try Lifted. Try the Sacred Gardens. Make sure you guys check out the edibles. Buy some vapes. And make sure y'all pick up some topical for me because I got to send some to my grandma.
Oh,
so
yes.
let me know what's good. Bro, I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
I will see and talk to you hopefully soon. MJ BizCon?
Possibly.
Pop out. Come on. Let's have a good time. Let's make some moves.
Yes, sir.
I want to give you some weed for sure.
Hell yeah.
Come on. All
All
right,
right, man.
y'all.
I appreciate your time. Thank you, man.
Thank you, bro. I'll see you guys next week. We gotta have another episode. I love y'all.
Peace.
RMR, JP. Peace. We out.